Overnight, a federal judge blocking Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency from accessing sensitive Treasury Department records, including the personal data of millions of Americans. The judge issuing a preliminary injunction after 19 states sued President Trump and Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, saying they violated federal law by giving Musk's team access to the data.
Elon is doing a great job. He's finding tremendous fraud and corruption and waste.
And in another legal blow, a federal judge Friday pausing the administration's plan that would have put thousands of USAID workers on administrative leave last night, leaving as few as 611 essential employees. The White House accusing the agency of wasteful spending. It came just hours after the agency's name was scraped from its headquarters.
When you look at USAID, that's a fraud. The whole thing is a fraud.
Unions representing the workers sued to block the leave order, saying President Trump doesn't have the authority to stop the agency's work.
Assistance doesn't move from a warehouse into the mouths of hungry people by magic. It moves because brave men and women put themselves in really difficult circumstances in order to move that food.
During a Friday news conference, Trump also answered questions about the list of all FBI agents involved in the January 6th investigations demanded by his Justice Department.
I'll fire some of them because some of them were corrupt. I have no doubt about that.
Also overnight, the president taking to Truth Social, announcing he's revoking former President Joe Biden's security clearance, adding Biden could not be trusted with sensitive information. Now, Trump also said he's ending former President Biden's intel briefings, a courtesy traditionally afforded to former presidents. Mr. Trump saying in his social media post that Biden did the same to him in 2021, at that time pointing to Trump's, quote, erratic behavior. Laura?
Of course, President Biden was not indicted for hoarding classified information. Aaron, just last night, more firings by President Trump. What can you tell us about those?
Well, President Trump fired the head of the National Archives last night, keeping a campaign promise there. And as you sort of referenced, Laura, that agency alerted the Justice Department in 2022 that Trump had potentially mishandled classified documents when he failed to return records that the agency had requested. Now, Trump also said he's dismissing the Board of Trustees at the Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts, and he's installing himself as chairman of the new board. The Kennedy Center released a statement saying in part that it is made up of a bipartisan board of trustees that has supported the arts in a nonpartisan fashion. Each member is supposed to serve a 6-year term, Laura.
All right, Aaron Gilchrist, thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.